everyone. So in the previous session we had learnt about the concept of construction quality process, and we even studied about the concept of inspection, quality assurance, quality control. So the next concept is to know about ISO. It is the introduction to ISO, especially here we are speaking about ISO 9000. So what is this ISO stands for? So ISO is International Organization for Standardization. That is International Organization for Standardization. So the term ISO describes the series of international standards dealing with the product design, production, delivery, service and testing. So ISO 9000 is a set of international standards on quality management and quality assurance developed to help the companies effectively document the quality system elements. So this is how we can describe or explain ISO 9000. So here ISO is based on 8 principles. So ISO 9000 series is based on the 8 principles. So they are customer focus. Here the first principle of ISO 9000 is to understand the customer's needs, to meet the customer's requirement and even try to exceed the customer's expectation. So this is what the first principle involved in ISO 9000. So then the next principle is the leadership. So what is this leadership? So this leadership is the second principle of ISO 9000, which aims at creating an internal environment in which people are fully involved for a particular project or a particular process. So the third principle is involvement of people. So this involvement of people takes advantage of fully involving the employees using all their abilities for the benefit of the organization. This principle says that the employees are the essence of an organization. Thereby, it takes an advantage of fully involving employees by using their abilities for the benefit of an organization. Okay, this is the third principle of the ISO 9000. Then the next one is the process approach. Process approach. So the next principle is the process approach. That means it results in the improved efficiency to obtain the desired results. So by using ISO 9000, it increases the overall efficiency and therefore it helps in obtaining the required results. Next, system approach to management. So thereby it results in the improved effectiveness and efficiency by identification, understanding and management of interrelated process within the project. Next one is continual improvement. So continual improvement becomes the permanent objective of the organization. So this can be with respect to products or process or the overall management of a particular project. So the next principle is factual approach to decision making. So this factual approach to decision making means the decisions must be based on the analysis of accurate, relevant and reliable data and information. Okay, this is about the next principle, that is the seventh one. So the next one is mutual beneficial supplier relationship. So this is based on an understanding of their interdependency, that is a good understanding between the organization and supplier, which further benefits to both from one another. Okay, this is about the last principle behind ISO 9000. So the next concept is understanding the ISO standards, that is understanding ISO standards. So here we have 5 different ISO standards, so of which we are going to learn one by one in detail, that is ISO 9000, ISO 9001, ISO 9002, ISO 9003 and fifth one ISO 9004. So ISO 9000 is the one which we studied before. That is, this section gives the guidance to select and use the quality management and quality assurance standards. So here we are mainly using quality management and quality assurance standards. Okay, next ISO 9001. So this standard section helps in specifying quality assurance in different project stages. So these stages include design, development, production, installing and final service. This ISO 9002 specially deal with the quality assurance in the production and installation stage of the task. So in this ISO 9003, quality assurance is the final stage. That is, the final inspection and testing stage is guided by the standards. Next, ISO 9004. So in this case, quality management and quality system elements is dealt by the standards. So this forms the last part of ISO 9000 series. So this is about the ISO 9000 series, in which you have 5 different series starting from ISO 9000 to ISO 9004. So out of these two, which are the 2 quality standards for construction organization? So out of these 5 standards of ISO 9000 series, we consider ISO 9001 and ISO 9002 as the 2 quality standards for construction organization. Okay, that we consider as certification to ISO 9001 and certification to ISO 9002. So in the case of ISO 9001 certification, so this certificate is provided for companies who carry out design activities as the major business operation, in which design activities are considered as the major business operation. So these companies carry out the design, development, production, installation and final servicing. Okay, this is about the certification to IS 9001. For the next case, that is the certificate issued to ISO 9002. So this is provided for the companies that does not carry out design activities. So this includes production and installation. However, these 2 certificates are provided depending upon the design activities carried out. Those companies who carry design activities, then certification to ISO 9001 is considered. That means this certificate is issued. And those companies who doesn't carry out the design activities, that means only production and installation work is carried. For those companies, certification to ISO 9002 is given. Okay. The next concept is the implementation of ISO 9000. That means after considering a particular standards, so that particular standards, in order to be implemented, we need to follow certain steps. Initially, we need to select an appropriate quality system model. So, the quality system model that is to be selected, so that has to satisfy the necessary requirements which is available in the standards. Okay. Next, then after selecting a particular model, we need to conduct the status review against the standard. That means for the selected model and the standards we have, we need to conduct the status review to know the status of our model with reference to the standards available. After knowing the status of the model, next we need to develop the quality system as per the standards. So, once the quality system is developed, before it is implemented, it is subjected to various tests. So, once it is satisfied with all the necessary tests, then it is implemented. So, the implementation of the quality system will be in line with the standards that is considered. Okay. So, after implementation, next is to apply for the registration with the certification body. That means when it seems that the selected quality system model is matching up the status of the standards available, and after it is successfully implemented, then it is time to apply for certification, that is for registration with certification body. So, after this, the quality system will be verified and finally certified by the recognized certification body. Okay. These are the necessary steps that is to be followed for the implementation of ISO. That is selection of quality system, then conduction of a status review between the selected model and the available standard. Then develop a quality system in line with the standards that is available. So, after developing, we need to implement, then apply for registration or certification. Finally, after suitable verification, the model or the quality system model is certified. This is the implementation of ISO. Next comes the benefits of ISO. So, after knowing about ISO and various series of ISO 9000 and knowing how to implement it, we have to know the benefits of knowing or benefits of using this ISO 9000 especially. So, what all are the benefits we consider here? Primarily, it is the customer satisfaction and the confidence in the organizational products or services. So, by using this ISO standards, it gives the customer satisfaction and confidence in the organization's products and services. Then it is the management confidence. So, by using this standards, the management of an organization or the management will have enough confidence either to complete the project or to complete the project with providing a good quality to the project. Okay. Next, improvement in the staff performance. So, even the staff members who are working for a particular project will gain a good confidence within them, and it will lead to improvement in their performance for a particular project by using this IS standards. Then also helps in effective utilization of time, money and other resources available for a particular project. That means the wastage or the failure cost which was expected, that can be minimized by using this standard, that is ISO 9000. So, by all these things, obviously there is an improved quality, higher productivity and profitability. That means by improving the quality and higher productivity, we can also increase the profit in a particular project. The next one, since we are following a particular standards, there will be a good consistency in the work which we do by providing good products and services in terms of its quality. Next, it also helps in the continuous improvement in the organizational process. By maintaining good consistency in our work, it also helps in the continuous improvement in the organizational process. Okay, this is about the benefits of ISO 9000. So, this is about the ISO. We studied various concepts related to ISO. In the next class, we will be learning about the total quality management, which is the last part in this construction quality concept. Okay, thank you.